Yeah, I'm out here chilling, just loving life. Um, I'm about to go take a walk, but I had to stop. Y'all walking too? Come on. I do hear noises out here. I definitely do. Whew. But okay. Beaver Lake Trail, I think it is 4 miles. It could be 5. But it is beautiful out here. It's really nice out here. Okay, y'all. Well, I'm back to the car. So let's talk about this thing. All right. The question of the day is, should I go to rehab? My reply to that, my answer to that is no. I have a couple of reasons for saying no. My first reason is study shows that between 65 and 85% of individuals that go to rehab, within 1 year, they are going to relapse. It's too many triggers in rehab. It's too many triggers in rehab. Another big reason I don't agree with rehab, because it's a business. It's just like any other business. They want money. You go to rehab, you meet people in rehab. Some people go to rehab because they're forced to go to rehab. Some people go to rehab, they're like court ordered to go to rehab, forced. Or some people just go to rehab because they're tired and they want help. But I guarantee you that the person that went to rehab that wanted help, they relapsed. And I mean, I'm not going to say it 100%. It's out of the 15% from the 85%, out of the 15% that don't relapse, they went there on their own, or maybe they were forced to go there, but they changed their mind. They changed their mind. You can go to rehab every day for 5 years, 5 months, whatever. But if you don't change your mind, rehab's not going to help you. You're going to go to rehab, meet a friend in rehab. Y'all going to start talking about drugs or where y'all used to get your drugs from. Or I know you from here, I know you from there. And every time after rehab, you're going to go, y'all going to go and y'all going to go get high together. Rehab, it only works if you're ready to release the rubber band. It's like a rubber band. It has a hold on you, and it's gonna go relapse, going, relapse. But until you change your mind, the rubber band it's never gonna pop. It's just never gonna pop. You can try rehab. It might work for you. It might have worked for you. And if it did work for you, I commend you, and I'm all for it. For you, if it worked for you. But for me, I don't, that's just not something that I participated in. Like I said, I went cold turkey. You have to be tired. You have to be fed up. You have to just be tired. You have to be tired. You have to be tired. You just have to be tired. You have to change your mind. You have to change your surroundings. That's a really big thing. Your surroundings, you have to change your surroundings. And I mean like surroundings, your environment, but I don't mean like if you stay somewhere, you're living there, and your drugs is around you or whatnot. I mean, if you got the means to move, I recommend that you do move. But if you don't, if you're in and you used to get high and you're in your room and it's reminding you of how you used to get high, go in the living room. If you go in the living room and you looking and, oh yeah, it was so much fun, take your butt outside. Go outside. Go into nature. Go take a walk. Go take a walk. Go take a walk. It's like when you out in nature and you see different things, and you have to literally reprogram your mind. Literally reprogram your mind. Your mind is like a computer. So if you have a habit and you get high every day, you want to replace that habit with a different habit, a positive habit. So I recommend that you guys read this book. It's called Mind Hacking. This book helped save my life. Not rehab, this book. I am my own rehab. Let me show you something. This is what it is. Cue routine reward. So what that means is if you want to go to the gym, you put your gym shoes and your gym clothes at the foot of your bed. So when you wake up in the morning, that's your cue. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Then you put your gym shoes and your gym clothes on the side of your bed. You wake up in the morning, the first thing you see is your gym clothes and your shoes. So that's your cue in your mind. Okay, I'm supposed to be going to the gym today. Okay. And then the routine. You're going to get up and you're going to actually go to the gym. You're going to work out and you're going to feel good. And after that, you're going to have a reward. The reward can be a good smoothie. That's the reward. So you're going to have the cue, the routine, and then the reward. That's how you hack your mind. That's how you replace a habit. You just cue, routine, reward. Cue, routine, reward. You do that every day. Every day. It becomes a habit. It becomes a habit. So you have to get up early in the morning. That's another thing. Get up early in the morning. I wasted at least 20 years of my life sleeping. I don't think I've seen, I can count on my hands how many times within 20 years I've seen 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock. Now, a lot of good stuff happened in the morning. A lot of good stuff happened in the morning. And now, every morning, I'm up at 6 o'clock. I don't get off work until 2:30 a.m. I'm up every morning, 6 o'clock, sometimes 5 o'clock. I'm up with the birds. I'm up with the chickens. Birds, chickens. Cuckoo. I'm up. You got to get up. You got to get up. You got to get up. Another thing that I'm totally against. Another thing that I recommend that everybody does, everybody has, is a journal. Write in your journal. Write in a journal. This is a book for you. Write in your journal. It won't tell on you. It won't judge you. Write in your journal. Okay. Another thing is, we were speaking about rehab, but now let's take it a little further. Rehab, I said, okay, yeah, I'm against it. Something else that I am against 100%, is NA and AA. Once you are clean and sober, whether you went to rehab or whether you didn't go to rehab and you just reprogram your mind, you pop the rubber band, don't go to NA. Don't go to AA. That's my thoughts. That's just my thoughts. You do what works for you, but I definitely don't recommend it. As far as NAAA meetings, I am 1,000% against it. For one, the main reason that I am against AA and NA 1,000%, for me, maybe not for you, but for me on my journey, can't nobody tell me what I am. Okay, I define my I am. If I went to rehab, if I went cold turkey, if I'm done with that life and I don't live there anymore, that's my past, and I've been delivered. I done went through the tears and the sweat, and that's not me anymore. When you go to AA and NA meetings and you stand up, what do you have to say? My name is Nikki, and I'm an addict. My name is Billy Joe John, and I am an alcoholic. First of all, like I said, if I went through the struggle, I'm not finna go every day or every other day or whenever they have the meetings and stand up and say, I am an addict. I might used to been an addict, but that girl don't live here no more. I define my I am. The words that you speak are powerful. So if you've been clean for 5 years and you're going to these meetings and you're saying, my name is Nikki and I'm an addict, and they say, hi, Nikki. Come on now. I'm not no addict. I used to be an addict. The mind, you think how you are. If you think you're an addict, you're going to be an addict. If you are like attached to that title, eventually you are going to be an addict again. If you used to pass out and get drunk and pass out and throw up and end up in jail, but you went to church, you got delivered, you found yourself, you did your shadow work, and you came out of it, why would you still call yourself an addict? Why would you still call yourself an alcoholic? And even the recovering alcoholic, I mean, that's a little better, but you letting them people define you, you letting them give you a title. I am is a powerful statement. I am is not a question. You don't define my I am, I define my I am. So if I keep saying I am an addict, I am an addict, first of all, you're going to use that as an excuse when you relapse. Like my friend, she called me, she relapsed or whatever. And the first thing she told me is, what did you think? I'm an addict. You think that's an excuse because you're an addict to relapse. And I mean, you got to stop claiming them titles. You got to stop letting people put a title on you. You got to stop that. You got to stop that. You got to stand for something or you'll fall for anything. Change your I am. I am free. I am recovered. I am beautiful. I am a survivor. I am a conqueror. I am more than a conqueror. Not I am an addict. Tell me how that's going to help you. You can't keep revisiting your past. You can't, because you're going to use it as a clutch. You're going to use it as a clutch. I'm an addict. I'm an addict. Why would you want to keep saying that you are an addict every day? You put that in your mind. Put it in your mind. I'm an addict. Nah, change your I ams. You have to change your I am. Only you can change that. Don't let nobody define you. Don't let nobody put a title on you. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Like I said, I am is a statement. I am is a statement. Okay, so pretty much you understand how I feel about rehab, how I feel about NA and AA. That's just my opinion I'm not trying to force my opinion on anybody. That's just my opinion and my journey on my recovery. That's just how I felt. Ooh, sunflower seeds. That's just how I operate, or how my mind worked. Like I said, do your shadow work. See why you're dependent. Find your triggers. You don't always have to go to rehab. The first thing that they're going to ask you is, do you have insurance? Most addicts don't have insurance. They don't. So they get sent to these little old rinky-dink rehab places, and they in there and they out of there, and then they back doing the same thing. You have to change your mind. Reprogram your mind. Your mind is like a computer. You got to reprogram it. Watch what you put in your mind. Watch what you watch on TV. Thoughts become things. Only you can change your reality. But only you can change your reality. Not rehab, not NA, not AA. Only you. You got to get tired. Me, I like getting in sticky situations because I like to see how it's going to unfold. Like, I don't crack under pressure. It just motivates me like, oh, Nikki, how you going to get out of this one? And it's just fun how the universe just unfolds. The universe is hilarious. The universe has a sense of humor. The universe has a real sense of humor. So play around with the universe. Just try different things. See what works for you. I mean, if rehab is something that you have to do, that you're forced to do it. But do your shadow work. Do your meditating. Reprogram your mind. Read this book. It's Mind Hacking by Sir John Hargrave. I'm sorry it's so dirty. I read it. Get you a journal. Your journal won't tell on you. Your journal won't judge you. Get you a journal. Y'all, I'm out of here. I'm about to go home. I'm hungry. Well, y'all, remember, it all starts with you. Your mind. Reprogram your mind. It's like a computer. Read this book, Mind Hacking by Sir John Hargrave. Read it. I'm telling you. Read it. It worked for me. Well, y'all, I love y'all. Words of encouragement. Stay honest. Stay sober. And stay free. And I'm out. Walk with me. Take a walk with me. Take a walk with me.